So I was thinking, the master of this house, Tom Bombadil himself, reminds me of someone, and I couldn't put my finger on it until I remembered this character from one of my history books that I was reading. This guy reminds me of a guy called Andrea Hofer. He was an innkeeper in Tyrolia, which is in modern-day Austria and Italy. This guy was a total badass. He led the Tyrolean revolt back when Napoleon was in town. So he basically stood up against the French and the Bavarians, and he actually won several battles before one of his neighbors turned him into the authorities after a bounty was placed on his head. And on his execution, they told him to kneel. He said, "I will not kneel." And they told him to put on a blindfold, and he said, "I will not put on a blindfold." And he actually tipped his executioners to take a good shot, and he gave his own command to the firing squad. He himself said fire on himself. This guy was crazy, and he inspired the state anthem of Tyrolia, which is actually one of the coolest anthems you will hear, and if I remember, I'll have it playing in the background while I'm giving this little speech. Anyways, I know that's completely random and off topic, but I mean, this guy completely reminded me of him, and I thought it would be a fun little history lesson for you guys. Anyways, let's continue with our quest here in Bree-land. Welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. Let's go. What was I doing in the last episode? Oh, that's right. We were going to go defeat Crebain and their master in the Barrow-downs. So let's take this road up here and make our way that way. Looks like Tom Bombadil found out some treacherous things going on by these birds. So let's go investigate. If you remember from the epic questline here, the birds have been a source of great evil. They've been gathering a lot of information, specifically about the ring bearer Frodo and his whereabouts. So we're trying to kind of prevent that problem from developing any further. You can see there's going to be a ton of quests here in the Barrow-downs region. So let me actually begin talking to some of these people.
Might I take a moment of your time?
While we pushed through the fiends and fog, we lost a few people. Some headed deeper into the mist of the Barrow-downs, and we hoped they survived to reach a safe location in the south. Others were stricken with a terrible pox. One of these men was not as ill as the others, but being sick, he offered to take word back to Bree, requesting help. I fear that the disease comes from the crawlers and rats infesting this land. If this is true, then we shall need to clear a path through the Barrow-downs so that we have safe path out. If you're willing, kill these creatures, but be wary. Their bites and even their flesh may cause some vile illness or disease.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
I came here to find my missing daughter, Lalia. I'm terribly worried about her. You see, she'd been going on about the last prince, one of Mr. Butterbird's tales. It's one of his better ones, that's for sure, but I'd say the tale isn't quite the truth of it. Lalia has been going on for so long, while I fear she came here to the Barrow-downs in search of this prince of hers. I came here in search of my daughter, and I am now lost myself. In the tale, the last prince's barrow is between the northern barrow and the dead spire, by a large stone. If I could, I would start searching there. I mean, if it was my daughter, I wouldn't just be hanging out around here. I would actually go look for her, instead of asking other people to do it.
Hello, friend. Could you help me with something?
Before my journey here to the Barrow-downs, I did some reading to learn about the area. I learned about the barrows of three men of Cardolan. Teradan, Oron, and Ringdor. I would surely like to have found some evidence to keep my journey to those places. Try digging at the entrances to those barrows. I believe they lie in the northeast area of the Barrow-downs. Here, take this pickaxe. The tip has been blunted, so your digging shouldn't cause any damage to any lore fragments you uncover.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
I lived a long time here in Bree-land, but in my long life, I've never taken the time to learn the land's history. Now near the end of my days, I found that I wanted to know what came before. I joined this trip to the Barrow-downs with hopes of finding some keepsakes or to take some rubbings, but it seems that the Barrow-downs had a design of its own. I remember tromping over the hill as a lad and seeing that some of the barrows had fallen into ruin. I remember lots of broken stones covered in rune letters. littering the ground, especially the dead spire. I wanted a few of those stones for my own. Are you interested in bringing me, say, 3 of the stone fragments from near the dead spire? Perhaps we can both learn a bit of history. So I guess the whole theme of this episode is going to be history. I started you guys off with a history lesson, and then all these guys are interested in bree-land history.
Stay a moment.
The constables warned us of reports of evil swelling and pouring out of the Barrow-downs. It appears we should have listened. Here we are now, holed up in this hollow, with the foreboding forest at our west and the unknown terrors at our east. Perhaps it is fortune that brings you here. We are in dire need of aid, and it seems that your arrival is providence. It seems that the passage of some shadow has stirred this land and surrounded it in evil. We must have set ourselves here, but while here, it would be good to help the folk of Bree. Please, if you would, hunt down the fiendish wights dwelling now in these barrows. Finally, the last quest here.
Do something for me?
In all my years of heading into these haunted lands, never have I seen anything like this. You must trust me, friend. I would never have taken folk into the Barrow-downs had I known what walked here now. We shielded them the best we could, but the fright is still too much to ignore. It is the howling of the bar guests. It will drive us mad if we cannot quell it. Could you help us? Kill the beasts, these terrors, so that we might have some rest and regain our strength for a return to Bree. Okay, so we've got a ton of things to do here, and we're going to do just that. We're going to do all these quests. Gotta kill bar guests, gotta kill wights, gotta collect stone fragments, lore fragments, gotta find Bob's daughter, gotta continue the epic quest line. And I think the epic quest is right here, but I think this guy kind of cleared up everything that was right here. So I'll come back a little bit later. There's a bunch of people questing around here, actually. But let me dismount and start killing some things. Gotta kill these creepy crawlies for the disease quest. It's gonna help prevent disease. 24 of them? Are you kidding me? That's so many. Okay, let me look at my map and go towards some quest rings. I guess we have the 3 barrows here, so let me go towards them. And I'll kill things along the way, of course. Especially these, since I need 24 of them. And you know what I just thought about? I haven't used my skill points in quite a while. How do I guess it's this thing. I always get that mixed up. Okay, so I have 2 points available. What is this? Bleed damage. Physical mastery and spear sweep. Grants onslaught the ability to consume the bleed from power attack to deal AoE damage. I'll start putting points into physical mastery for now. And then I'll kind of worry about that a little bit later on. Perhaps towards the end of the season, I'll kind of re-examine my character build and do things a little bit differently going into the next season to the Lowlands. Got a lot of things to kill, man. I'm gonna clean up the Barrow-downs. Right, got some wights. There is, of course, the Slayer deed for wights, as well as the bar guests. Basically, we got a ton of Slayer deeds here in Bree-land. Achoo, excuse me. It's a sneeze there. Got a rat. Can get rid of him fairly quickly. Two little rats. Or three, I guess. So many of them. They want to eat my face. Okay. So, I think I need to dig here, right? And then collect stone fragments from the dead spire. I don't remember being able to go into these. Huh. That's interesting. I don't remember being able to do this. I'm pretty sure this is going to lead into a quest a little bit later on. So I'm actually just going to head out for now. It looks like they kind of reworked the Barrow-downs area since I was last here. Again, the game has changed a lot since it first came out in 2007. Okay, let's go on to the next barrow. Gonna be right here, I guess. But of course, there are gonna be some whites. So let me get rid of these guys first, and then I'll dig. Okay, let's dig. And I got page 28 of the Journal of Carterland added to my thing. So that's a deed. A lot of these guys can drop these pages, and you have to collect a certain number of them for the deed. But again, you get them from the whites. And you can see here at the bottom, when I have these guys selected, I need page 5, 7, 15, 16, and 22. And once I collect them all and I show off the deeds for Bree-land in the last episode of the season, I'll be sure to actually read all those pages for you guys in case you're interested in the lore behind that, I guess. Actually gonna run up to the third barrow and collect that fragment. It's gonna be up that way. Okay. Should be the last one. And now I kind of want to go towards the dead spire. And I believe it's going to be right here. So let me head that way. In fact, let me get on my horse. Let me kind of change some of the quests here. Let me get rid of this. And then let me add that to the tracker. I guess Lalia might be right here. There she is. We have found her.
Mercy me! Will you hear me out?
I came here to find the last prince, like Mr. Butterbird talks about in his stories. I was going to find him, and then be with him forever and be his princess. But he wasn't here to be found. There's just all these skeletons and bones and walking dead. It isn't nice to go misleading young hobbits like that. When you're ready to go, could you help me get back to Bree? I couldn't leave before, but now with a strong warrior like you here, I'm sure that I can get home safely. Oh, and I lost my cloak. I simply must find it, or Dad will yell at me, or something terrible. Okay? So, we have to kind of help this lady out. Was it this way, or the other way? I think it's this way. And she's getting eaten by a rat. She's gonna take a few bites. It's this way, I think. Alright, let's go, Lalia. Let's go get your stupid cloak. Where can it be? Come on, think, you stupid hobbit. Don't have me running around for nothing. Nope. The cloak's not here either. Right, so I guess we're gonna run off that way. Gotta kill everything along the path so they don't harm poor little Lalia, who's more worried about her cloak than her life. Guess I'll grab that guy since she's headed straight to him. Really need to work on my agility a little bit. These guys are starting to block, evade, parry way too much. Kind of change some things here as well. Oh my gosh. Let me switch to melee. See, they're like blocking my stuff. I don't like it at all. Now let me grab this guy. There we go, so they're both attacking me. Dude, she has got a cry. She's crying her eyes out. I think we're getting very close. Let's be more careful here. Here's my cloak. Right where I left it. Oh, good. Oh no, leave me be. I love her cry, dude. It's so over the top. Alright. Now that I've got my cloak, let's get out of here. I think this is the way out. She just like runs straight towards the enemies. She makes no attempt to go around them whatsoever. She must be suicidal. It's the only conclusion. Look at that, straight at them. You don't have to run at them, dude. You really don't. Her health is quite low. It's about halfway. Look at that, there she goes again. It's like she's trying to play connect the dot with the barrel whites. Alright, come on, Lalia. Be smart. Let's not run in place. Where'd she go? Where is she? I don't see... Oh, she's right there. Okay. Alright. Let me go over here. Let me try to grab all these guys from Lalia so that they're not attacking her. No way. I can handle their attacks. She can't. They're just blocking way too much. I don't like this. Need an upgrade. Looks like I got another page of the journal. I think this is the way. Oh, you'd think, huh? All she does is think. She's gonna run right to that bar guest. Getting good experience, though, killing all these monsters. Take that, nasty beast. And we got a creepy crawler. I think this is the way. Halfway done with these. Might as well try to kill a few more along the way. Wait for me. Wait, this seems familiar. Slowing down. So usually when she slows down like that, it means that these whites are gonna come. No, go away, you aren't my prince. So looks like we found the White Prince. Except he's not as handsome as she probably imagined. Okay, and let me use my first aid to get rid of this disease. It isn't far now. I think this is the way. Come on, lady. And kill some more creepy crawlies. Still need to kill 7 of them. Here's the entrance. We're almost there. Let's go then, lady. Gonna have to kill that one because she's gonna run straight at it. Maybe she would have run by unnoticed. I don't know. But whatever. Doesn't hurt to kill it. I'm not afraid of you anymore. Your cry begs to differ. Looks like this corpse is going to start a quest. We are here, thank you. I'm going to run home. Please give my cloak to Pa. Give him my cloak so he knows that I'm safe. Will do, lady. Peace. Don't run into more enemies. Alright, let's see what this is all about. This poor traveler could not escape the bounds of the Barrow-downs. He clutches a note tightly in his hand. The body is cold to the touch, but the wounds appear fresh, though the lack of blood surrounding the man's body is disturbing. In his hand, the man clutches a note. His position and trail of disturbed earth makes it appear that he had traveled through the gloom of the Barrow-downs to reach this point. The note is chewed and crumpled, and the only legible words are, "Between the old forest and the northern Barrow-downs, send help." Okay. Barlowman, the situation with my daughter is worse than expected. Our expedition is sundered, and we have found safety on the edge of the old forest. We need help from the Watchers. Please send help. Bob. Okay. So let's go back into the Barrow-downs. There are a couple of quest rings over here, but I'm probably going to make my way to this one. We're in the northern Barrow-downs, by the way. This is going to lead to the south Barrow-downs, where the instance of Bree-land is, the Great Barrow. It's quite a fun place. Although that has changed a lot too since I last played. And it looks like there is a ghost walking around here with a quest ring. So I'm gonna go talk to him momentarily. Just trying to kill some more of these plague-ridden rats and creepy crawlies. Wandering Shade. Let's see. All was silence. Now the sound of steel rings from battles past, long beyond the laying of bones. Stirred by evil's passage, my brother walks again. So too our foes. Duty bound we stand as one, lost as he may be. A lord he rose and solemn buried me. My shield calls to my arm and my ring calls to my hand. My sight departed as my life. Our oaths bind us still. Protect and serve this land. So we have to look for his brother, I believe. Let me kill some rats. And this should be the last one. Perfect. And I guess let me go to the quest rings on that other side. This is the Dead Spire, so I guess these little relics are going to be here. Let me grab some of them. And I bet some whites are going to pop out as soon as I pick it up. Never mind, I was wrong. Okay. Let me start all the way down there. In that far corner. So I believe this is for the epic quest. As you can see, we have an evil woman and her birds. Just get rid of these guys real quick. Okay. Let's see what this is all about. The earth here is undisturbed, perhaps north. Fool, did you think my pets would not learn that the ring now travels east in the hands of a hobbit named Frodo? You have failed utterly. When my master of the Nine returns, he shall learn this, and of your untimely death. Now come, my pets. Alright, so let's kill all these dudes. Guess I have to kill some more, okay. So back in the day, when the game first came out, a lot of these quests were very difficult to solo, and you had to find a group for them. But as the game kind of progressed, they kind of try to make the game a bit more soloable. No, my beautiful birds, you shall die for this. In specific, I think I remember this quest was like a fellowship quest. So why do I have quest rings all up in here? The earth is undisturbed, perhaps north. I guess I have to follow and look for the specific barrow in which he was buried. And it gives me kind of hints as I go through them. Maybe this one? The earth here was recently disturbed. Okay. Barrow White Slave. And you, as a living fool, soon to be dead, I will send you into the Shadow World too. Fool of a shade, my master the Bone Man has made a thrall of your shield brother. So come now to me, come fools, come and die. Okay. Kind of skipped that first dialogue because it kind of disappeared quickly. These dudes need to quit parrying. Okay, got another page. Excellent. And I have obtained the Shade's ring. So let me return it to him. Dang it, I had to go and aggro that, didn't I? Now, I don't see the Shade. I don't see him. Maybe he's wandering around and I actually have to locate him. Okay. Let's see if I can find him. He has to be around here somewhere. Dang it. Hate having to look around. Come on, Shade, where are you? There's no item for me to use around here. Yeah, I don't know. Tell you what, I'm gonna return here to the borders of the old forest, turn in some quests, and then I'll come back and hopefully the Shade will be there. That's the plan. Let's turn in all these quests. We got a ton of them.
Greetings.
Well done. You have helped us greatly, friend. Perhaps you could do a little more for us?
What do you need?
Yes, I heard their howls turn to barks, then whimpers. You have done well. We will enjoy the respite your actions have earned us.
What can I do for you?
I'm relieved you have returned. I was worried I'd send you to your death. Now, let me look at the lore fragments you have brought back. These parchments are troubling. They appear to be written by men of Cardolan. They speak of the kingdom falling into ruin, and those that remained falling victim to a great plague, but that is all. This doesn't answer, though. why such fell creatures came to the Barrow-downs. I fear these fragments have only yielded more questions and few answers.
How can I be of service?
What? Fell creatures attacked you as you tried to gather these stones? Actually, they didn't. I thought they were going to, but they never did. I had not seen them. The guides kept us well shielded from whatever it was that was attacking them. I am glad that you fared so well, friend. Well, these ruins reveal nothing new. Each stone gives a bit of an account of the man who is buried there. There's nothing to reveal why these terrible creatures have taken up in those barrows. This is quite a mystery. And we just hit level 21. It looks like I got like a ton of skills. I guess these are gambits. I guess these are new gambits that I acquired. And also got another class point. Okay. So, I guess I never saved this thing. Okay. So, let me continue to add physical mastery. Apply. There we go. Excellent.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
It seems that this may not be the first time that such terror has plagued these lands. The bits of parchment you recovered lead me to believe that the two brothers fought to recover a great treasure of Cardolan and brought it here to the northern Barrow-downs. The lore fragments you brought me mention a fortress named Osgorthad. The man of Cardolan took many of those who fell sick to the plague there. The ruins of that fortress still stand today in the south. It is from here that a terror rose and cursed the brothers for their theft. If you are willing, you may seek the treasure or the history of that treasure at the northern barrow, not far from here to the east. Perhaps we can learn more about these men and how to stave this evil from spreading beyond. Still, this guy, his daughter, is safe, even though he was sitting here doing nothing.
How do you do?
Oh, that is a relief. It seems I know my daughter well. She actually had gone after the last prince of hers. Well, maybe she's learned her lesson and won't be so foolish in the future. I know I will certainly never come here again. I do hope I can survive her tweens. Maybe she'll get some hobbit sense. Maybe. Take a look at this warden shield, though. 209. The one I have is still a lot better.
Hello there.
You came here instead of seeking Barlaman and the Watchers. Oh, this is a fine mess. I'll not forgive Barlaman soon for the tale he has spun for my Lalia. If you have arrived to assist us, then I am pleased to see you. Just concerned that you mayn't be capable to lead us out of this terrible place. Okay, and then finally, this little guy.
How can I be of service?
You have our thanks. When we make ready to move out of this accursed place, we will still need as much of the area clear as possible. These folk are not as used to traveling as those of us who spend our lives on the road. We shall need every advantage we have available to prevent the loss of more lives.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Our forces were split when we entered the Barrow-downs and were set upon by wights, bargeths, and all other manner of fell creatures here. Some followed myself while others headed south. There is a place where the hill rises high and separates the southern Barrow-downs and the northern Barrow-downs. It's called the Dead Men's Perch, and I pray that the name does not hold true. It overlooks southern Bree and is a flat area that we have oft camped at. If necessary, I pray that you find the others there. Okay, so I think I actually messed up earlier. I might have said northern Barrow-downs instead of southern, but obviously this is south. So, okay, let me go take a look to see if the shade is back, and if not, we're going to call it an episode. Actually, we'll call it an episode right here since we're safe at a little camp. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and I'll see you next time.